So what? So what? What's up, Jimmy?
What is happening, everybody?
It's happening, Jimmy.
Surgery without the knife is in the house. We are giving Mr. O'Hearn a tune-up. It's been a little while since we've seen each other. So we're getting in every single fiber, all the connective tissue, checking to see if there's anything that wants to release, any adhesions that want to open. And we're finding some very small stuff here and there. We're both laughing because, like, Mike continues to take such high level care of himself that when I come back, I don't have to rework through that dense, fibrous tissue. His freaking tissue is healthy, it's hydrated, and like we kind of chuckle anytime we do find something. It means like kind of like the kid in this wants to get up and look at it in the mirror, So, how have you been feeling, Mike?
I'm good. I think you said it when we find something, we chuckle because it's just a couple run-throughs from you, and it just releases.
Yeah, and this happens as I continue to be consistent and work with clients. We just get deeper and deeper layers out. So that same 2-hour healing that we have together, we get more and more accomplished. So
would that be the difference between an owie that's going to occur compared to an injury? So, like, you're working with Billy and Paul, and their shoulders are locked,
right?
Locked shoulders. So, to try to get their shoulders unlocked, it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yep.
Compared to what we're finding, I guess it's just the two aspects. Am I correct? Wrong? Way off?
You're dead on. A lot of clients, just have a lot more layers of fibrotic tissue. I kind of refer to it as, layers of the onion. So as you get deeper and deeper layers out, those superficial layers sometimes feel like fiberglass. So with those clients, everything is so tight. If you slip and fall, all of a sudden it could rip off the bone because the range of motion is already so tight. That shoulder is already impinged into the chest. It's already affecting the arm. It's already twisting everything. It's already affecting, the elbow, or when you bench press, the inside of the tendon. You're right. That's all a lot of times from an internal rotation. So just by me giving them more range of motion, all of a sudden now they can isolate the muscle better. They can, contract the tissue better. And then, it's going to be different if you slip and fall and your body, you just chuckle. Like my wife fell over Christmas on black ice and she fell. And the difference with her getting up and laughing and swearing and yelling and being on the ground like, it's just by having healthy tissue where you fit inside your body really well. And I don't think most people realize how many imbalances, they have. Truly, when you get your shoulders and your chest and your core unlocked.
Well, because they get used to it.
Good?
They get used to living a life where they actually think that's normal.
Yeah.
So you see a lot at the gym, like a lot of people are like uneven or not proportion when they lift stuff. And that happens to me. For example, yesterday we did biceps and I was doing a bicep preacher curl, straight bar, and I was over the preacher, right? And I was doing over the preacher, and while I was going up, this shoulder was coming in. Like, so something is wrong somewhere, right? Because Mike was like, okay, you're either going to go lighter weight or you're going to look in the mirror.
When the kiddo on, right?
That's
because that arm locks in place.
55
and
pounds.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's a holding pattern, yeah.
And I feel a lot of tightness always in my traps and upper back. Like everything else feels fine.
Yeah.
And then anytime I feel like I have a little tendonitis kicking in, it's usually, because Karen used to work on us, it's usually from the tricep here. So Mike was like, you have to figure out.
That arm rotates in, it just twists and corkscrews, right?
Yeah, so I could already see that I need to get fixed. Somehow I need to get to Jimmy's place.
Yes, you do.
So we could get some work in, because it's definitely when you keep your body, on track with getting massages. Chiropractic. I mean, that is like we constantly, like weekly, get chiropractor coming over, or we go to the office and
We
get
do?
cracked. Yes, we
When
do.
was Griff here?
Last week
Who?
Was he though?
he was. He
Okay.
came on Friday.
All right. If you
He
say
came
so.
on Friday. He
All
was.
right.
And I think he's coming today, right? Kenji.
No,
Kenji.
Kenji is.
Kenji. Yeah.
Grand
The
that's
one that
what we-
actually
oh,
shows up.
Grandmaster Kenji.
Yeah.
Because he's so messed up. I was gonna say the F word. That Kenji's not here no more.
I know. I was just thinking about that. I was
Yeah.
kind of bummed.
Exactly. But going back to getting treatments for recovery. So anytime you feel any like muscle pulled or anything that uneven in the gym or even walking on the street, us women, we carry a purse. You believe it or not, from just carrying the purse on one side, that actually gets you all messed up.
I
So
was going to say I carry a purse.
yeah, you should be carrying the purse.
I had a woman come in with an encapsulated
Bobo?
implant and saved her a $28,000 surgery. Because the surgeon's like, well, we can replace implants, but can't do anything about the encapsulation. So I just carved it, removed her frozen shoulder from the situation, and opened up all the lymphatics through here that was all bound up. And she's like, great, I don't need to worry about rushing her surgery.
So for people that live out here in California, right, they know where to find you. We've been putting up a lot of stories and we put up posts and YouTube stuff. So he's in Santa Monica, guys.
Santa Monica, guys, 2812 Santa Monica Boulevard. I work with scoliosis. Like I just said, I work with a lot of encapsulated implants, a lot of plastic surgery cases, a lot of stomach, tummy tucks, a lot of chronic pain. I work hand in hand with chiropractors, acupuncturists, so a lot of
Don't mean to interrupt, but it was cool that Dorian Yates came into town and saw, that you're working with me, and he's like, I'm going over there.
It's
Big Paul White, big show, Billy Gunn.
It's been incredible working with all. I mean, it's just kind of like all warriors, right? Just all big family coming in. So, and they're all incredible human beings. It's just all super down to earth. Every one of them. And it's just cool.
So for people to book you, because you are just booked, like in advance. Yeah, you booked like months out. Like even for I do the schedule and then we have to book it out like 3 months out.
Yeah. So I'm right now, depending on our travel schedule, I think we're booking February right now. So jimmybluff.com. Anyone can book immediately online. You can shoot me an email from jimmybluff.com and you can set up a quick consult if you're looking to fly in, internationally or nationally. I have a lot of visitors. It's been a while. It's cool. David from the UK came out because he saw our videos, and it's been really neat. Because the people watching, at least everyone that I've met, they're after solid, no BS information. And I love being a part of your guys' team because this is such a huge part of it. I mean, I think we said once before, Mike, like working out is your meditation. And, there's nothing like the good old days where I remember my dad lifting the K-Tron sand-filled weights and was like, what's he doing? And then Conan comes on TV and was like, who the hell is that? You can look like that? And, and you see Mike in the magazines and you lift your first weight. You're like, wow, that feels pretty good. And then you keep lifting and, as men especially, we deal with stress. It's always coming at us. So I think it's so important, getting to the gym. But how many times I've had conversations this week where all these men are in the gym, but they feel horrible. Like, oh, I got this thing or I got this elbow. If you find the right person and get that tissue in alignment, just get excited about your body again, about yourself again. We're a spirit in a body, they say. So, hey, if this is what we get to ride in this incarnation, might as well make it strong and beautiful.
So how many clients can you do a day?
I like to limit myself to 6 hours a day, depending on.
Does that affect you to do more, right? Because this is like a workout for you.
Yeah, that's why I
Sometimes
have
you
to
sweat.
paint my nails because you can already see this one
Well,
cracking.
you know, a lot of people are asking that because they see your nails are painted
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh, that dude has got nail polish on his nails," because
Nail
they don't know. People just,
Gel nail polish.
yeah, they just, yeah.
You know, it's clean looking. It's a spiritual thing, and it protects my nails from actually ripping off.
Right.
You're split when you were right
When I was working on Jeff, yeah, I actually super glued the quick before we got there to protect it, and during our session, just ripped right off.
You
So
see that?
my hands, obviously, I'm creating a lot of friction throughout the day. So I like to stop at about 6 hours because beyond that, I risk not being able to heal my fascia overnight. You can see the size difference in my fingers, and you can see that lump there. That's just
Yeah,
that's just
this one
50,000
right-
hours.
Yeah.
I got, my career just in my hands, probably 40,000 hours, probably another 10,000 personal training or something crazy. And I was always a workaholic, so my hands became very, very strong, but they'd get to a point where they'd literally blister and melt.
Wow.
And I had a blood blister. I was working on one of the Lakers therapists during the pandemic, and I was here for 10 days, and I had to cancel 10 days of clients.
Wow.
Now multiply that times 5 because that income would have helped me go back to Brazil, which, based on the exchange rate. So it cost me, a small fortune, but so I have to be very, very particular in my recovery and, basically eat like an Iron
Getting
Man.
your butt scratched. Mike is like, bring me a dog. Well, the reason
Is there any questions for him?
not yet, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, so anyone who's dealing with issues, looking to develop muscles they can't, any type of knee issues, any type of looking to develop muscles, someone dealing with anxiety, dealing with any type of knee pain, hip pain, foot pain, jaw pain, migraines, scoliosis. I've seen everything. I swear I've seen everything. I've helped guitarists open his hand up and then unwind every single fiber in his arm so he had blood flow.
Mm-hmm.
The camera guy's arms are bigger than they were 2 weeks ago.
It's crazy.
Total coincidence.
Yeah.
Why don't I slip out and you jump in here?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, get out of there.
Oh, if we have
We'll
time,
get you on
yeah,
the
that would be
table.
nice.
Let's start now.
You got 2 minutes left, so.
I got
You got 2 minutes.
I feel
You
incredible.
see what I'm saying here?
You got 2 minutes to rock, Mom.
I got 2 minutes and I could jump on there. Okay.
Yeah, so let's unwind that arm a little bit, open up that
I should
shoulder.
definitely do that.
Yeah, let me
Hi,
step out of the room.
Striker.
Sorry, sweetie.
Hi, Strikes. All right, I am ready.
Gonna get you
to
going.
Rumble.
Step in here.
Oh. So, Jimmy, it's not your fault that you didn't see Mike. That's what happens when you're filming, you know. He was filming, but guys.
I was like, why do I have so much energy this week?
So I'm about to take my clothes off, but you know where to find Jimmy. Make sure you hit him up. You won't regret this. He's unbelievable. He's definitely, he's got magic arms.
Yeah.
So because he's got magic arms, I'm gonna let you go so I can jump in to feel some of that magic.